Welcome back to Dimebag Darren World Headquarters here in the corner of my living room. I appreciate you stopping by and supporting me during another 4-roll Canadian $2 coin search, what we call the toonie. And I'm looking for the Canadian $2 painted D-Day and the glow-in-the-dark. My stock of all the other coins are good, so that if anybody needs them, I can send them out to you. I don't have to find literally anything, but if one comes out of there that looks like it's nearly uncirculated, don't you worry, we'll be scooping that one right out of circulation. But unless it's super pretty or a glow in the dark or a painted D-Day or something else that's a little harder to come by or that I don't have a few of, I leave them in circulation. In fact, I make sure that they circulate by not returning them to the bank. I spend them. But that's besides the point. You know what it's time for? It is time for another 4-roll hunt. All right, let's go. 4-roll hunt starting from the bottom and wasting no time. Oh, right away. It's not the most obvious commemorative, but it is a commemorative nonetheless. There was a naming contest for this single polar bear. That polar bear is Churchill. And could have been a number of names that were in the running, but Churchill was the one that won. And I always pretend that Churchill was one of the 3 bears that's here in the 2000, with Mama Bear and the 2 baby bears. I think Churchill is the big baby bear. That's what I think. And we're going with that. So we have 2 commemoratives so far, a Churchill and one from 2000, the Knowledge. Now, I enjoy doing these searches, but there's only really one reason for me to do these, and that is to make sure that I have really good stock of the coins that I would like to end up sending to you, Sir John A. Macdonald. I hesitate to use the term founding father because we have prime ministers, not presidents and whatnot, but our first prime minister, Sir John A. Not necessarily the nicest of dudes, apparently, but you know, back in the day, you know what they say. And one more time, celebrating First World War, sacrifices and wins, and of course, Vimy Ridge. And that's a pretty fresh little first roll, I must say. As the race cars blaze by. Oops. Not bad for a roll number 1. Let's get a roll number 2 going on here. Wow. I don't know where those have been, but let's not discuss it. Among friends, we just, forget it. I'm surprised I touched them. All right. Looking through a reasonably well circulated roll of coins here. I think that one had been to the bottom of the coal mine or something. But yeah. Oh. Well, it's not nothing, but close. It's the 2003 bears, which I'm pretty sure was not in any kind of low mintage at all. And that is why we never have a problem finding 3 bears. But we never have a problem when we find another nice Indigenous coin like this one here for Indigenous Day. That'll be our second one of those that we've come across in these rolls so far. As we did get one in the previous 4-roll search. That's all roll number 2 is going to give us. I'm not complaining. Got a painted, so, but a very old and dark looking 2000. Let's get that next roll going on here. We're working from the bottom up, and right away up comes Dance of the Northern Lights. Unpainted, of course. Make sure that that's flat in there. It's because the painted ones are so obvious, you know, and so pretty that a person sees them in their change and goes ahead and keeps them, even if they're not, you know, much of a coin person. They see that there's something special about our painted different coins, and You know, they get harvested, but especially the glow-in-the-dark one is one that was kept. Well, and we've got another one right here. One of my favorite designs on a coin. Very simple. This one a little bit dirty and yucky. Nothing that would end up in anybody's book. But the Boreal Forest coin is what we call that one. I think it's got a slightly different name. I think it may be celebrating... No, that's right. Boreal Forest, pardon me. I'm thinking of something else. And that is it for roll number 3. That was a Boreal Forest and an unpainted Dance of the Northern Lights. Getting us on to the final roll, roll number 4. Let's quickly see what there might be in roll number 4 for you and me, but mostly me, but maybe you, if you buy a book or two. Ooh. You get the unpainted. That is the unpainted version of the one we just got. The Indigenous Day, pardon me. Now here's what's cool. When they do these, they do the sets and they do 1 million. Sorry, let's look at it this way. 2 million of the painted version and only 1 million of the unpainted version. So getting the nice unpainted version early before it gets scratched up is almost more important than getting the painted one, because there are literally twice as many painted ones as there are unpainted. So this is pretty good. We like that. I might have a page where that needs to be kept, because I could have a page with a bunch of painted but not necessarily a matching number of unpainted. So that one could be a find for me. Might be. Suffice to say, I will find out. And if there's a spot for it in my beloved book, we'll put it in there. Oh, another Dance of the Northern Lights right here. That's another one. I think the mintage might be higher than reported. I don't know what they're reporting, but one I've had a hard time finding in the past, but find fair bit now. That's the Battle of the Atlantic. It's a very busy coin with a lot going on. Pretty cool, actually, with the amount of art that's gone in there. But that finishes off roll number 4. And 3 more. 4 more? 3 or 4 more? No, that's not. Now, what we would love to find, which we haven't yet, is the brand new coin, and this is one of them. This is the Riepel. And he's a Canadian artist with these ducks and geese and whatnot birds in here. But that is the latest and greatest last coin released. Thank you to Block Blockus for sending this forward so that I've got one on hand. And we have not yet had the pleasure of finding them out in the wild. But that is what we're looking for and hoping for. Don't worry, we're going to keep looking till we get it. They can't keep them from us. We will look relentlessly until the box gives me the Riepels that we need. But until then, from Dimebag Darren World Headquarters here in the corner of my living room, I thank you all for coming by and appreciate you very much. Until then, bye for now.